No. All right, so you were just talking about immigration reform and securing our borders, but how can Americans expect you to make policy decisions based upon their interests when you sit on the boards of corporations that are lobbying for contracts, influence, and power? Like the Bakken Pipeline, for example, is a contentious issue here in Iowa, yet you've chosen to sit on the board of the company proposing to build it, resulting in governing under the influence of corporate dollars rather than in the public interest.
I did. I happen to believe that all of our sources of energy in this country are really important. If America's going to be energy secure, we're going to have infrastructure. We're either going to make a decision we're not going to have energy, American energy, or for that matter, Canadian energy that's coming down through the central part of the country, and allowing America to be energy secure. And what I understand about this pipeline here is it's in front of the Iowa Public Utilities Commission. Is that the right terminology? I trust your citizens here in this state to decide whether or not that is a pipeline that needs to be built, that private property rights are going to be respected, that individuals are going to be heard out in the process. Now, if you don't think that agency or that process is right, then go talk to your governor and your legislators and change that. But I happen to think that it's important for us as a country to have these sources of energy, that they all need to be, I mean, as the governor of Texas over the course of the last 14 years, remember I told you how many people, 5.6 million people, we needed to build highways. Highways use up property. And going through that process is a painful process. But the result of not building transportation infrastructure, or in the case of Texas, or in the desert Southwest, water pipelines, or energy pipelines, or power lines. And we're the #1 wind energy producing state in the nation. Iowa's fast orange. Terry tells me on a regular basis. #2 wind energy producing state is Iowa. We had to build overhead power lines to bring that wind from out in far west Texas to where the population centers are: Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, Houston.
But you're not addressing the issue of too much corporate money and influence as being a board member for the company that profits from that.
No, the question is, do you trust your Public Utility Commission to make the right decision?
That wasn't the question that I asked.
But it's the answer. I know what your question is. And your question, you already know the answer to it. The issue is, do you believe that the Public Utility Commission and I will make the right decision about where a pipeline is going to go? Not whether or not there's someone who sits on a board. I think that's irrelevant, frankly. I mean, do you believe that the Public Utility Commission in Iowa will make the right decision for the people of Iowa?
Well,
do you or don't you?
I'm here today to ask you about the problems of too much corporate money in our political system when you're profiting from examples like these.
So,
how are Americans expected to trust you and make policy decisions?
14 years to lead the 13th largest economy in the world and create more jobs than any other one. You think they're